Dangote Refinery IPO will be listing this year, according to Dangote. Now, these are 3 things you should know about the Dangote Refinery IPO. Everybody have been talking about it. Dangote Refinery IPO. Everybody have been shouting about it on social media. But these are 3 important details a lot of people are missing out, and I'm going to share with you in this video. Number 1, you need an account with a verified stockbroker to be able to participate in the IPO. We have many stockbrokers in Nigeria, like Cardinal Stone, Mary Stem, Stanbic IBTC stockbroker. There's a high percent probability that the fintech app you are using might not list the IPO. Now, when stocks are listed as IPO, it means that that is the first time it is brought to the public. That's why it's called IPO, initial public offering, right? And at that point, the stock is being sold in the primary stock market. We have 2 types of stock markets, the primary stock market and the secondary stock market. Now, when stocks are being brought to the public as IPO, they are sold in the primary market at a fixed price that is determined by the company, right? It is fixed. But then from the primary market, the stock will now be traded in the secondary market, where the price now depends on demand and supply, right? So at that point, you are buying the stock from somebody else that is selling. So most of what we play on, most of we investors, we currently play in the secondary market, which is what most of the stocks in the secondary market, you can find them on your fintech app and all that. And you must understand that a fintech app doesn't equal a stockbroker. Not all fintech apps are stockbrokers, but most stockbrokers have their fintech app, right? So we have verified stockbrokers in Nigeria like Mary Stem, Cardinal Stone, Stanbic IBTC stockbroker. Those are the stockbrokers that might likely list this IPO, right? So you want to get an account with any verified stockbroker. So that's if you want to participate in the IPO. Later, when it is listed in the secondary market and the rest, you might likely find it on the fintech app you are using to invest. But for now, you might likely first list on a verified stockbroker. That's number 1. Number 2, according to Dangote, they'll be paying their dividends in dollars, right? So when you are investing, expect your dividends to be paid to you in dollars. But the third thing which I want to say is, a lot of people have been coming to say, hey, okay, I'm going to make a lot of money from Dangote IPO and all that. For me personally, I don't feel you should expect massive returns from the IPO or from the share. And I'm going to explain why. Dangote Refinery is currently estimated to be worth about $20 billion, which is a very big company already, right? And I believe that when it comes, the market cap will still be big. With that kind of big company and market cap, don't expect too much growth immediately, because the bigger the company, the bigger the market cap, the less likely the company is to double, and it means the company is stable. When the company has big market cap, that equals more stability, and it relatively means your investment is safer compared to when a company has low and small market cap. But at the same time, it means you are likely to make less money in a company with big market cap than a company with small market cap, right? So Dangote Refinery will definitely be a dividend giant, because they're already saying they're going to be paying their dividends in dollars. But don't expect growth of times 10, times 5 initially. The stock is going to grow over the long term, I believe steadily, right? That initial times 10, times 5 growth that you see in smaller stocks, you might not see it in the IPO, right? So that's 3 things you should know about the Dangote Refinery IPO, right? So if you are expecting to make big amount of money, especially if you have small capital, you might want to trim your expectations, right? So if you want to participate in the IPO, I think you should register with any good stockbroker, and so that when it's out, you can easily participate. And make sure you follow me on this account, subscribe to this channel, follow me on this account, because when it comes out, I'll be one of the first persons to come and tell you about it. My name is Roka Otone, and God bless you for watching. Enjoy.